Okay, so before we start, I'd like to mention that up there is a piece of Grand Theft Auto 4 gameplay. I'd like to forewarn you that that gameplay is very, very violent indeed. So if you are in any way offended by that kind of stuff, please go ahead and listen to the audio. If you'd like to close the tab and move to something else and do something else, that would be alright as well. So basically what I wanted to cover with you guys, apparently a journalist for PlayStation Magazine in the UK leaked a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 information a while back. This was released on the GrandTheftAutoV.com website on November the 4th, 2011. The website is GTAV.com for reference, and all the information has come from these guys. I'm basically going to read word for word a bit of this information right now, so I'm going to go to the really juicy stuff, alright? So cars can be upgraded, repaired, and it has been considered to have a car having fuel forcing her to fill her up, which would be very interesting because it would make car chases a lot different. You'd have to stop by, get another set of gas, maybe you could get in a car and there's no gas in it, you know, maybe you wouldn't be able to drive it. That would be interesting. Number 2, the dating aspect of the game is completely gone. That's finished. There is no more of that anymore. You still have a cell phone, but only people you will meet in-game will call you to ask you to do a mission or to ask you to do something else before the mission actually begins, which is kind of cool. It's similar to before, I guess, but it kind of updates stuff a bit. It'll be interesting to get like prank phone calls and stuff. That'd be interesting. Right, so weapons includes the usual arsenal you'd expect, but the flamethrowers, remote mines, laxer trip mines, and claymores are included. It is now possible to pick up random objects in the street buildings to use as a weapon, which would be awesome. There is also a museum where it is possible to steal old age swords, axes, etc. That would be really quite cool. I'd love to start flailing a spear around. Right, number 4. It is possible to rupture a fuel line, and if you shoot at the trail of gasoline, it will lead straight back to the car, blowing it up, which would be awesome, meaning you can rig stuff just to go kapow, and explosions would be mega cool. It would also make the game a lot more realistic, which I think is what Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be based around. Not based around, but I mean like that's what Rockstar are focusing on, the actual realism of the game itself. Right, minigames such as bowling, darts, etc. have all gone. They've gotten rid of that. You can play basketball, weight train, arm wrestling, gamble, and also cage fight. Enter triathlons, water races, canoeing, abseiling, rock climbing, base jumping, ski diving, more to be confirmed. So that basically means most of the minigames from Grand Theft Auto 4 have gone, but a lot of the stuff from San Andreas and Ballad of Gay Tony, which was the Grand Theft Auto 4 expansion pack, have been implemented now. That's really cool to see because obviously weight training and basketball was in San Andreas, and you also got the arm wrestling in the Lost and Damned expansion pack for Grand Theft Auto 4. So they're taking the best bits of everything really and shoving it into one game, which is cool. Right, number 6. Character customization is back, but only in terms of clothing, body weight, etc. The player you start off which is much like CJ, can't be altered by race, age, height, etc. So that's interesting to find out as well. Maybe they've taken a lot of clothes and put it in. It'd be interesting to see how much you could do with that, because you could get clothes in Grand Theft Auto 4, but there wasn't really that much you could do. You know, you could buy a set item of clothing, but you couldn't really customize it too much. Right, so no NPC children whatsoever, which is a good thing, I guess, because killing children would be seen as wrong in a lot of people's eyes. Rockstar said burglary missions may return, but only as a part of missions and not on neighbourhood houses. I think a lot of things which they won't include, they may want to, but they may feel that it would push the game itself to too much limits, and you wouldn't be able to actually play it well because you wouldn't be able to make it. The consoles won't handle it. So number 9, there is now an ability to grab people and use them as shields or in hostage situations. So that's kind of like Saints Row 3, if anybody's seen that. You can actually use them as a human bodyguard, or, you know, face protector, or whatever you want to call them. Alright, so the cops are much more realistic, apparently. If you kill somebody when you know there are no cops around, you will not run the risk of a 1-star as often. as you would in Grand Theft Auto 4. The cops will use smoke and tear gas. Dogs riot gear and rams to knock down the doors of buildings you are hiding in. Obviously a lot more realism there. You can enter some buildings and lock doors. Push objects in the way to barricade. That'd be really cool. It means you may be able to just pick something up and put it there so they can't get in. Making it harder for the barricade to work, I guess. No, for the knockdown thing. You become better at things as the game progresses. If you ride motorbikes, then your motorbike skill will increase. Same as individual weapons. Obviously, a lot of things have been taken from San Andreas there. Certain weapons can be customizable and some even homemade, which would be awesome. Imagine putting nails on a baseball bat. That would be crazy. Right, one mission involves breaking out of a very familiar GTA icon from a previous game. What could that be, I wonder? Torrential rain, fall and sunshine, and even tremors will appear in the game. That is pretty much everything that was listed there. As I said, guys, everything you can find, there's a lot more information on GTAV.com. I don't own the website. I'm just a fan. I come through and have a look at this every so often. I thought I'd share this with you guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay as well. But if you'd like to see more, my name has been Ruth399. I am a representative of Grand Theft Auto 5 Central on the YouTubes. Please go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I shall see you all later. Ruth399 signing out.